Y'all want to know why other races of men don't ask their women to work? Because they don't have to. Other races of women love and support their men and gladly get out there and go get a job to help their husbands bring home money. I see it all the time. It's happening at my job right now. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want y'all to stop letting it get under y'all skin when these bitter BWs and these simps say black men are the only men who expect their women to work. That's not true. I mean, they gonna keep saying that. Ain't nothing nobody can do about that. You know, we can't control nobody's mouth. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to give you the truth.
What I need to understand is, why is it the first thing that'll be said is, I don't need you, but you're still looking for a man who's a provider? That's so oxymoronic to me. Don't tell me you're looking for security, for a provision, for a man with wisdom and vision, but then at the same time, I don't need you, because you have provided that for yourself. Truth be told, you couldn't provide all four of the things I just mentioned by yourself. So now you're using what you don't need as a weapon, and it's not a tool. Instead of, when I can't control the thermostat, help me. Help me. Because I'm not perfect. Like you said, I want to go back to your point. It's hard being a man. There's a lot of pressure on being a man. We got to be poised. We got to always be thinking long term, all while you getting on my nerves. And God forbid I tell you you're getting on my nerves.
We gotta make sure we gotta make sure you feel pleased
and appreciated.
We gotta make sure you pleased in the bedroom as well. That's pressure.
That's pressure.
That's a lot.
Because at a moment's notice, I believe you said fashion versatility, relational versatility. I think there's a versatility in a woman's mind that can be created because of not the sense of empowerment, because I think every woman should be empowered, but it's almost that sense of entitlement. And if you don't do it, somebody's desperate enough to do it for you. You know what I mean? And so how do you compete with somebody's desperation? How can my reality compete with the man that's desperate to do it in my space?
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And man, that last clip resonates with me, bruh, because this is one of the biggest hypocrisies and talking points that I've been trying to crack since I started this channel. And I don't know what the deal is with this trend lately with women, because one minute it was single and independent, we don't need y'all. Now all of a sudden is, I want a provider, I want a provider, I want a soft life, Miss Cheesecake Factory. It's literally that, what he said, an oxymoron. One of the biggest oxymorons that I've ever come across or heard of, and it's just a really big mystery. And to be honest with you, what I've noticed is that a lot of women don't really have an answer for it, man. Check this out.
So you said that you're a highly feminist, independent woman, yet you expect men to not only pay for the first date, but pay for 2, 3, 4. I assume you'd probably prefer, if the guy just continued providing indefinitely. I assume that'd be preferable.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you reconcile being a feminist, being independent, because that word means something.
Yes.
But having like a very, very strong preference to the point where if a guy didn't pay for you on the first date, he has to split, you would not want to have a second date. How do you reconcile that?
I guess I just would think that it's, at the end of the day, I would want him to, I guess that's the trade-off with considering myself a feminist, independent woman, is that I still believe there are gender roles, and that I want the guy to feel like he's still in his masculine energy. So I don't know, mental gymnastics.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. But I mean, it sounds to me like you want equality only when it benefits you.
Yeah, and that's pretty much 99% of feminists. Y'all only want equality when it benefits you. Otherwise, y'all still hold men to a traditional standard. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, this was one of the biggest reasons why I became a passport bro. Because I got tired of being held to a traditional standard, but women just can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm tired of living under that standard. I'm cool, bro. Let's keep it moving.
Most women don't need a man because they think that a woman can do this, and this by themselves, right?
Absolutely.
A man can do those same things by himself. We can wash our own clothes,
That's
cook
what
our
I
own
said.
food.
Just like a man don't need a woman.
Right, but I don't agree with that part. We need each other, baby. All the way around the spectrum. I don't care if we talking mentally, spiritually, intellectually, financially, or sexually. We need each other because that's what creates balance. Everything that you look at, from key going into lock, headphone jack going into hole, everything is external and internal.
Yep.
Man and woman has to operate together.
Interior.
But free will is what gives you the confidence to operate alone.
Yeah.
Until you feel like you need structure. Now I feel like a man need to be here. Now, whether you admit it or not, talk to your girls about it or not, it's going to be that time when you by yourself and you're like, dang, why he just had to be like this? Why he couldn't just do this? I can't wait till God send me a man that's going to do this. But then when you with your girls, ain't that right, boo? We outside today, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't how you really feel. That's the energy.
Hold on, Denise. Are you ready for marriage?
Yeah.
Are you ready for marriage?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Denise, this girl does not cook. She does not clean.
Yes, I
Please
do.
tell me
I
how
do
she-
cook
how
and
she
clean.
ready
I
for
cook and
marriage.
clean on girlfriend level, not on wife level. Okay? When I'm the wife, I will start doing more. Now I'm girlfriend. What do you want me to do? Cook for you every day when I'm
What does
saying you're
that mean?
crazy? That is what it means. I cook and clean on the level at which I am, which is a girlfriend.
Okay, so if you don't cook and clean on girlfriend level, how in the hell am I supposed to know if you're capable of doing it on wife level?
You stupid.
Like, for all I know, your cooking probably trash. I know I'm being funny, you guys, but but at the same time, I'm being real though. Like, for all he knows, you probably don't know how to cook for real. Just saying, man. But it's strange how women try to use that and weaponize that, but y'all expect a man to give y'all husband energy right off the rip, which is basically what men are still held to. Like I said, still held to that traditional standard. We're still expected to pay for everything when we ask to take y'all out. Is that not traditional? Just saying. Let's keep it moving.
Man should always make a way. I feel like I'm not gonna work my hands to the bones to provide. I'm not gonna work 16 to 20 hours a day or a week to provide for my family. You're the man. You have the penis. Go get a job. Get 3 jobs. My man has 2 jobs. Go get 7 jobs and 2 side hustles to buy me the things that I want because I'm a woman.
Swear, the more and more I hear y'all women talk like this, the more y'all sound like little kids that expect their parents to buy them everything they ask for just because they're kids. Like, I'm like, it never bro, it just blows my mind, because all I be thinking to myself is like, can you imagine if men spoke like this, bro? Women would be repelled from it. I mean, hell, they already trying to call men sassy just for sticking up for themselves and having a fucking backbone. Can you imagine what women would be calling men if they talked and spoke like this? Let's keep it moving.
I see so many women online complaining about men who don't provide. And I also see those same women demand at the top of their lungs the type of man that they know they deserve and all the standards and desires that they require in order for a man to be in their life. And they're always so angry. And they never get the man. But one thing I realized based on my surroundings and my social media algorithms is the women who are deserving of those kind of men typically get those type of men because they naturally attract them. So you are not going to find those kind of women on social media or in real life, for that fact, doing the type of things that the undeserving women are doing. And one thing that these undeserving women think is because they may have a pretty face or a nice shape, they spend a lot of money on designer clothes, or they have a BBL, that the men are like simps and they're not going to see through your facade. Like, they're not going to know that you come with baggage, or they're not going to know, that you have unrealistic expectations, or they're not going to know that you legitimately are a liability to their pockets and to their mental health. You really think that they don't see that you are not worthy of their time when you base their character on their pockets or the cost of a date or the location of the date? You guys really are invisible to them. There are plenty of men out there that are like this. They just don't want you. They want no parts. And that is why I always say that in 2023, men are the prize, because a lot of you women, you are not qualified for these type of men, yet you want them. A lot of you women want these men, but you also want them to provide for another man or multiple men, children. They literally are the prize. And if you do end up getting one and they do you dirty in the process, then you just take it, because you're never qualified for them anyway.
And I know it hurts women saying that, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be more attractive women than there are men that can make enough to keep you at home. So when you include that, plus including the fact that women outnumber men in this country, like, just those 2 points alone kind of make that statement valid, but women just don't like to hear it because they've been trained and programmed to think otherwise. But it is what it is. Let's keep it moving. Good. The moment y'all all been waiting for, because, I mean, women really did not like this woman saying this. The sisterhood did not like this. Check this out.
A couple weeks ago, I was out with one of my girlfriends and we got to talking, and eventually it led to us talking about dating. So immediately she checks me as if I'm about to holler at her, and she was like, I don't believe in traditional roles. I was like, oh, okay, well, I do. See, there was a time where I had to have like a come to my senses moment where I realized a lot of things that I was expecting from a man would be found in a traditional man, because the things I was expecting, it wasn't that I wasn't capable of doing them, but traditionally I had been taught that this is what men do. For example, if a man asks me on a date, I'm expecting him to pay. If we together and the boogeyman jump out and I'm scared, I'm expecting that man to protect me. If the trash is overflowing, I'm expecting that man to take it out, for no other reason than he is a man. So my friend was like, oh yeah, no, I agree. I'm like, no, girl, remember, you don't believe in traditional roles. And she was like, no, I agree. And I also believe that a man should take care of all the major bills in a household. I'm like, well, why do you believe that? She said, because my daddy always did it. Come on, y'all, tradition. So I said, so you really think that you're going to have these traditional expectations from a man, and in turn that man is going to have traditional expectations from you as a woman, such as cooking? Y'all, it's us. We are the problem. We are the problem. Listen, we got 2 options. Either we keep that modern woman energy, but our expectations is just as modern from a man, or we have those traditional expectations from a man, but we have to get a little more traditional. Amen. Amen.
Amen. But I'm sorry, the sisterhood is not gonna hear you on that one. They're not. Y'all saw that woman that I reacted to the other day, Forehead. Because you got women like her and women like Shira 7 and Cynthia G, which I'm gonna cover that. That's what they listening to, and that's why this is such a thing. And notice how all the traditional things that she mentioned had nothing to do with money, but when her friends wanted to switch up and say, "Oh, I agree with you," what was the first thing her friend brought up? Finances.
You can't make this shit up.
Oh, I think a man should pay all majority of the bills. Funny how you brought that up, but all the masculine things she brought up had nothing to do with money. But the woman that's thinking more modern, oh nah, he should pay most of the bills. It just goes to show you, bro, these women, they don't want to be traditional. They don't even want to compromise. What y'all really want, y'all, I haven't said it in a while, but the 3 S's: suckers, simps, and sugar daddies. That's what they really want. Alpha fucks, beta bucks, however y'all wanna chop it up. But that's what they want. And they're showing it, and they're telling on themselves. videos and conversations and clips like what I just showed you. This is crazy, bruh. It doesn't make any sense. And at, like dude said at the end of at the beginning, it is a oxymoron, bro. And women don't have any answer for it, just like that that two that y'all saw on the whatever podcast, that clip that I played. Because typically that's the response that you get. They don't have an answer for it because they know it doesn't make any sense. It's like, y'all been indoctrinated with so many ideologies that crisscross and don't align with one another that y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all want anymore. I'm done. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Lost Music Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any of the merch, the spreadshot.com link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.